It either didn't work, or it got Americans killed. You've been deceived into thinking this stuff has any value in a constitutional republic. Your rights have been taken, people's lives have been taken, and politicians that support it are responsible and accessories to that murder. These are your rights. No argument, young lady. I once had Ed Rendell put his shoulder around my arms at breakfast and said, Kim, we don't disagree on that much. And I said to him, Ed, I'm not worried about where we agree. I'm worried about where we disagree. Now, you know, sometimes you wonder how does this impact people. I'm going to give you an example, actually two. Sean Luca is a member of FOAC. He goes down to testify against the criminal that robbed him at gunpoint. Twice. In the city of Pittsburgh Municipal Court. The sheriff's deputies man the security checkpoints. He goes up there and he tells them he wants to secure his lawfully carried firearm. And the deputies surround him and say to him, you think this makes you a big man? You think you need to carry a gun? You think you're a cop? He says, I have a right under the law, section 913 of Pennsylvania law, to secure my lawfully carried firearm in a locker. And he pulls out that book right there. And Lieutenant Carter came out of the back, and he says, I don't care what the law is. I'm the law here. That's what we have in government. I'm not done with Lieutenant Carter yet. And neither should you be, because I want to ask each one of you, and I don't want an answer right now. When you go home, when you're talking to your friends, I want to ask you, what does freedom mean to you? What does it mean to you? What do those white crosses in Arlington Cemetery mean to you? Friends of mine are buried there. Are you going to go home and allow those people in Harrisburg and D.C. to take from you something they have no right to take? Do you remember that 234 years ago at Lexington Concord, they didn't come for your right to speech, they came for the guns. Well, in America, we don't have redcoats that walk in a straight line and test the accuracy and marksmanship of American weapons. No. In America, we have people with Brooks Brothers suits like Ed Rendell wears, and they come with paper. And they make you think they're acting in your safety. They make you think it. Well, let me tell you something. We don't rely on bias. If you want to know what actually happened with the gun laws, here's a report from the Commission on Sentencing. See, FOAC has a number of members who are state legislators. So we went to Representative Dermody, and he gave us all the information for 10 years. You want to see how they lie to you? How they turn killers loose on the street? Here it is. Proof. And it's free. We're not holding it. We don't want money for it. We want you to be armed with the truth and go to those people and tell them, get off our backs! Now, admittedly, you might wonder, we got all these laws. What do they really do in Harrisburg? Well, here's the list of the current laws. Here's the list. Most of it's gun control. Coming from Philly. But this session, we didn't rest on our laurels. We're the ones that put on the gun rallies in Harrisburg. When everybody told us, don't do it, we did it. Representative Metcalf, Representative Krieger. We did it. The media said there was only 1,000 of us. The Capitol Police said it was over 1,500. And we've introduced legislation like Castle Doctrine. We rewrote it and reintroduced it in Pennsylvania. Scott Perry did. Representative Jeff Kyle is introducing a parking lot bill. Do you know that guards at prisons can't even carry their lawfully carried firearms, their private firearms, to work because they can't leave them in the car? Can you imagine that? In the city of Pittsburgh, if you live there when the G20 comes up, you have to have a pass to get in your own home. Can you believe that? 2,000 combat troops are going to be on the streets of Pittsburgh. And the city of Pittsburgh Council has reintroduced an assault weapon ban. Well, the Allegheny County Sportsman's League begs to differ. And in the near future, you're going to see them pay for it.
I have to turn it on, turn it off at the gate.
Now, I want to give one more example. Imagine, each one of you, that you're asleep in your bed. You went through a bachelor party the night before, and you slept through your alarm. And imagine you missed work and your boss called the paramedics and said, hey, there must be something wrong with this guy because he's religiously at work. He never misses a minute. So the paramedics, by the way, keep in mind this is another one of those failed concepts, registration of gun owners. The paramedics called the police. This is Western Township. And they send over Lieutenant Medred and 9 police officers. Now you gotta wonder, is this a career criminal? Or is he perhaps a senior financial consultant for the Allegheny General Hospital System? His name's Russell Lang. There's a 40-minute siege out front of his house, unlocked house, because he owns guns. You want to know what prejudice is? This is prejudice. And what happened then was a nightmare. Because those 9 police officers ran into that house and into his unlocked bedroom and put 9 blocks to his head. Now keep in mind, he didn't show up for work. And he owned guns. And when they couldn't find a reason to hold him or prosecute him or charge him with a crime, they decided to 302 him. A mental health commitment because, in the words of Lieutenant Medred, he couldn't take care of himself. How many of you will one day visit this scenario or be calling me for legal advice? Do you want to be that person? That's what these clowns in Harrisburg, some of them, like Representative Dwight Evans and Tom Calder-Jerome, think about you. They think you're the reason we have to give up our guns. The media doesn't care. They cover it up. When's the last time you saw our citizen report? But the epilogue to his situation with Russell Lang is Lieutenant Medred lost his job. Russell Lang brought him and got a huge settlement. And by the way, the settlement came from the very hospital he worked for because that's the hospital system they took him to. But there's a sad note here. His wife divorced him because the situation got too much for her. So he lost the thing that was the most precious to him. But I want to give you that as examples because I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more. You need to get involved and understand who these people are because gun control has nothing to do with safety. If it did, England would be a paradise. In England, they banned everything. Have you looked at the news lately? In England and Scotland, the United Nations now defines them as the most violent country on earth. England and Scotland has more armed violent crime than America.